We got a fun one here today, my friends, with Gruul Artifacts. I'm loving this list, and I'm excited to bring it to you in today's episode. So thank you for tuning in as we dive into this Mythic best of 3 list here today in Standard. Down below, you'll find our timestamps where we talk through the strategy objective of this list. We'll cover that boarding there for you for best of 3. We'll go play that competitive Magic in both best of 1 and best of 3 and pull it all back together as we always do. Now, this list is by our friend here, by the name of C. Favretto Jr. So congratulations on hitting Mythic here in the December season with this particular list, and I'm excited to give it to everyone here today. So with that, if you happen to have a question or comment throughout, do let me know, because I'd love to hear from you, and feel free to come swing by our Discord server and say hello as well. So here's what we got going on with this particular list. Again, the archetype really revolves around artifacts. Gruul, a couple of key pieces here that's pretty neat. NT again that we see here from the lovely Ixalan. Additionally, on top of that, we're taking advantage of Sentinel of the Nameless City. We have some very, very good curving here, all the way just holding tight at that 3, which is perfect. We're taking advantage of Teething Wormlet. We got the 2 Ginger Brute as well as Iron Apprentice in here. Additionally, the one off with the cash, which is great. We can move +1/+1s around. It's kind of an additional nice piece there. Ozolith in this as well. Korean Agatha's Soul Cauldron here, so you may spend mana as though or mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. Creatures with +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all other creature cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron, and then exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So very, very nice. And again, that isn't at sorcery speed, it is also at instant, so keep that in mind. We're taking advantage of the Sire Ginger here as well. And then what's really nice is Volderun Thrillseeker here, getting the backup. You can sack the creature as well. So if you just keep pumping these things, you can close the match out that way. And then the Sentinel here too with Vigilance, then whenever it attacks, we take advantage of that map token, which is really, really nice. So this thing is going to move fairly quickly. It's going to pivot between that aggro mid-range list in particular, great at that 2-drop slot, as we can see. So you want to keep that pressure on your opponents. Again, all focused on really, again, those artifacts and the Gruul. So a couple things though is you can build this, continue to get through your opponents if they don't have haste, which is great. So kind of that unblockable and things like that. So lots of great win conditions here as well to take advantage of. So now let's go ahead and talk about your boarding. Your boarding is going to line up against 3 things: aggro, mid-range, and late game. So against aggro, a few things we can pay attention to. If we need to, we can use Tamiyo's Safekeeping. So if you want to block that kind of thing. Also, if you hit mono red, you may be able to get that hexproof in there as well, and gaining that 2 life isn't a bad thing. The other thing that can happen against aggro is getting a couple bigger creatures there. This guy may work out for you. Again, that gain 4 life on that life swing can be really, really nice. However, you got End Festivities, Lithomatic Barrage, and Torch to the Tower, so you can move all the things up and just deal direct damage and take things off the board that way. Haywire Might can also work well too, because we can exile target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. Additionally here, you gain 2 life. So those are some considerations to move it that way. As you move into the mid-range lineup, you may want to think again against Tranquil Fillback. Tamiyo's here, Arlen the Pack, to kind of move the other way, match up with some bigger creatures as an example. And again, depending on what they're playing, you may want to consider this against the target creature Planeswalker, deals 5 if it's white or blue. So that can be the nice lineup. And again, depending on if they're more creature based, you might want to try Torch the Tower. And then late game, certainly want to stay fast and go underneath your opponents. Not really going to need the burn spells there. You may want to consider Haywire Might, Tamiyo Safekeeping as well, and those are kind of the main things. So that's really how you're going to line up against aggro, mid-range, and late game. Again, strategy objective of this list, really aggro to mid-range in terms of its play style. So let's go take it into action here for you today. And then again, once again, as I had said before, this list is by our friend C. Favretto Jr., a nice Mythic list here for us today. Let's go, my friends. We'll go find that match. We're going to go play ranked best of 1 Gruul Artifacts. let's do it. Here we go. So not super great. We're gonna try it though. So we do have this guy. We just need to debate if we want to do this creature spell first or do this. I'm thinking we probably do this, to be honest. I don't know if they're gonna trade though. We can try it. They might trade. If they don't, we can stack Agatha on the next one anyway. And I'm okay trading. Now we could have sat if we wanted to. So again, we'll be able to do that if we need to. Now obviously this guy can get better. Ooh, we did not hit. We can block on it if we want to. We'll take the damage, actually. Choose one of our opponents. There we go. Ooh, here we go again. Ooh, do it. Oh, I was hoping they would do it, but they didn't end up doing it. That's too bad. Too bad. We'll take the 4. We can go dig. Ooh, that's a miss. Let's go. My turn. Now we can go with another one here. And let's see. I don't think we do that yet. We'll wait. Here's their look. Let's see what they grab. Do that one for now. Here we go. Keep that. We'll keep making stuff bigger. So do we go and blow the board? We can try it and see if they'll change on everything there. Let's do it. A lot of trading. All right, so we actually will have lethal next time, depending on what they do here. If they strip us, well, they'll have lethal. So that's the one thing we gotta be careful of. If they get the Sentinel off, we're in trouble. There we go, we're okay. So all we have to do is drop the Volderon, Thrill Seeker here, and go over the top. Yes, yes, yes. Great win for us there. All right, we're going to move into our best of 3 match now, my friends. That one was perfect. Looked great. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and play our best of 3. Standard ranked. Gruul Artifacts. Now, again, we were a little aggressive out of the gate with the tooth, but I'm okay with that, and it worked out in our favor. Could have kept that, could have kept making it bigger, but we didn't quite keep getting those artifacts, so it ended up working out okay in terms of that trade. Again, getting the Sentinel in there, again, the map tokens would have kept popping that guy off as well. All right, here we go into our best of 3 match. Alex Bianchi. All right. Oh, our opponent goes first. We will keep this. Now, the idea here is to keep loading this guy up, by the way. Ooh, there we go. We can do a few things here. I'm going to get this one on. Right, we got the lovely control list, which can be a pain. We're not going to be able to pull this thing off, so it's probably in our best interest to actually use it, which is going to seem kind of crazy. And then it also goes into our graveyard. We're going to do this. We're going to use it. There we go. Hopefully next turn we can get one more land and play these 2. Ooh. Oh, we got our second land. That hurts a little bit. And another land. There we go. Do this. Let's pitch this one for now. Thrill Seeker gives us a good alternative though. That's okay. Gotta take the Ginger Brute off. Thrill Seeker, get rid of that, isn't necessarily the best, but we're okay with it for now. They're gonna be able to hit in with quite a bit. We can live with that though, for now. May have to block it, we'll see. Six, 8, 6 on the top will hurt. Need to block there. Well, let's think about that. Oh, I need to block the 3. They have a counter. That's a good question. So this is where we'll sideboard in the Lithomatics. They do have a counter. What do we want here? We'll pay the 2. We'll pay the 2 again. Let this hit on the board. So they can hit him with 6. 2 life there if we need it. It's not enough, so we'll hold that up. They got 6 in the air though. Let's see if they figure it out. They did. We're not going to show them what this does. We'll go grab our direct damage spells now to make that a little bit different. Again, exile target non-creature artifact or creature enchantment. So this is a good way to get rid of those other ones too, but we're going to go with these. 3, and then this is 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker if the spell was bargained. Instead, deals 3 damage. So we can sacrifice an artifact. We can grab this one because it would work well on our bargain. Let's do that. And keep. I like the Volderin, but let's drop it for this. And let's get rid of that. We'll go very, very fast. There we are. Play first. We got our Brute, and we got this. No direct damage, though. That helps. Now again, blue or white. Perfect for this deck. We'll get our bigger guy out. Probably going to get hit by a kite sail here. Oh, nope, did not. So that's good for us. This is only sorcery speed though, so something we got to be careful of. Question is, do we want to do that? Didn't matter on that. Like we figured. That's fine. We'll hit this thing this time. There we go. Lots of counter magic in there. Takes a lot, word 1, to get that off there too. I'll put that guy up. Ooh. Doesn't help us, but this will. We'll see if they trade on that. We'll see if they give us the Iron Apprentice. Took the damage. They can use their Investigate. Interesting. So doing that on the stack allowed us to get by, but we lost our ability. Now they'll play this and they're going to get everything back up. And unfortunately here, it's not gonna matter how we do this. We can go undo. Whoops. They're gonna get it. We're done. It's not gonna matter. We got 2 over the top. And good game, my friend. Unfortunate for us here today in our best of 3. A little bit of a tough lineup. However, we didn't really get the stuff that really made this deck run very, very well. We did get some nice removal, though, in this match. But just did not connect. Now in our best of 1, we definitely connected, which was great to see. This temple list is always a fun one as well. Unfortunate for us here in our best of 3 setback. Regardless, though, really had a great time with our Gruul Artifacts list. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode as well. And again, saw something new and pretty sweet to take on in the current meta and in the current standard here with Ixalan. So with that, again, if you got a question or comment, do let me know, because I'd love to hear from you. Always on top of that, come swing by our Discord server. Feel free to say hello. We got a great active community in there. Thank you to everyone there. And thank you for tuning into today's episode. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we grow this amazing community here. On top of that, thank you, as always, to all the members. We do have memberships available to you down below. You can check those out, and other great ways to stay connected and support the channel through affiliate links if you're looking for cards and those kinds of things as well. So thank you. With that, may your Gruul Artifacts list run over your opponents a little bit better in best of 3, and may they catch opponents off in best of 1 like we were able to today. So with that, we'll see you soon. We got a ton of great Magic content here available to you in the meantime, and more headed your way all the time. With that, till next time, keep grueling. Take care.